What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name's Nicole and I'm an addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. Before we get into this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell. That way you will be made aware of every time I go live. For those of you guys that are in recovery, or if you're struggling with addiction, I do recovery support groups every single night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I really hope that you will join us and come hang out. Okay, so first of all, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Joy. Shout out to Joy to the World. Joy has made 2 videos, I think, on Amanda, and I'm gonna make this video today about Amanda. I've never talked about her before on my channel. Now, I did make 2 videos about Kelly from Soft White Underbelly. For those of you guys that have no idea what I'm talking about, there's a channel here on YouTube called Soft White Underbelly. And the man that runs that channel's name is Mark Leda. Mark is a photographer, and he actually interviews people that are living on the streets, homeless, on Skid Row, in different areas. But he has been primarily focusing on Skid Row in that area of California. So the last time I talked about him, I talked about an interview he did with a girl named Kelly. And I really, I was really sad for that girl, but now I don't even know how I feel. I'm just confused. And I don't know what to think about that situation. But today we're going to talk about Amanda. So he has had Amanda on his channel, I think 3 or 4 times now. 3, I think. And each time that she comes on, she is worse and worse and worse in her addiction. Her weight is, she's lost so much weight. She's like 50 pounds smaller than she was a couple months ago. I mean, she is drastically lost weight. I'm going to link each one of the videos that he's done with her, and I will link Joy's videos that she's done about her. So that way you guys can kind of get like 2 perspectives. The perspective that I'm coming from is I'm a recovering drug addict. Okay, I was an IV addict for over 10 years, and I will have 5 years sober July 13th, God willing. I went over to watch her video, and I had to jump on and make a video about it right away, you guys. I mean, it blew my mind to see her in the state that she's in right now. Now, one thing that she always struggles with is, seems to be that she has like dual diagnosis mental health issues. And she's constantly talking about the government, China, so I think what's happening is she's either on so many drugs that she's like in a psychosis and she's paranoid, or she might also have some kind of underlying mental health issues. I saw so many people in the comment section of this video saying, we need to help her, we need to help her, we need to get her help. And I'm usually one of those people that would be like, let's get her help, we've got to help her, we've got to help her. I want to share something with you guys about addiction and about how you can throw help at somebody, but if they're not willing to take it, nothing will change. They have this saying in AA and NA, nothing changes if nothing changes. So you can make somebody go to treatment, but you can't make them stay there. You can have them ordered to treatment, and then they can run AMA, out the hospital door, out the rehab door. I think the only option for this young lady would be if some of her family members would step up and have her committed against her own will, which is, I think that they might only be able to do a 72-hour hold on her. Me being an addict, I know you guys aren't going to believe me, but I was so far gone. I was just like Amanda. I would be in a pair of boxers with a wife beater and no bra, and a pair of flip-flops, dollar flip-flops, walking down Baseline Road in Southwest Little Rock. Okay? The baddest part of town that you can be in. I would be walking up and down that road hallucinating, thinking that people were propositioning me when they weren't, slinging sticks around and yelling at people that weren't there, walking out in front of moving traffic. I mean, it's a wonder that I'm alive. Okay? My addiction got so bad that I used so many drugs and stayed up for so many days that they ended up finding me walking down the road in a full-fledged hallucinations, thinking that I was talking to my boss from Kroger, and the police called 911. The ambulance came and got me. When the ambulance put me in there, I thought they were trying to shoot me up with cocaine. So I was trying to fight them to get out. They took me to the emergency room, and the emergency room shot me with Thorazine and Halidol, and I still wasn't falling asleep. When I finally went to sleep, my internal organs shut down, and I went into a coma for 7 days. I was 110 pounds, dripping wet. I looked like a human skeleton walking around with skin hanging off my bones. I had dark circles. My hair was falling out. I had balding right here where I had no hair. Okay? I looked like death. Like death. I looked just like Amanda. I talked just like Amanda. I thought that things were happening that were not happening. I saw things that were not there. And I swear to you that they were. But I know now that they weren't. No one can make Amanda get help. Nobody can. We have to pray. And if you don't believe in prayer, then do whatever you believe in. But we have to do what we have to do and lift her up. Because the only person that can change her is her. Okay? I pray that her family will step forward and have her committed. Maybe so she can get cleaned up for a couple days and maybe come into her right mind. But let's say that she does have those mental illnesses underlying. If she comes into her right mind and she's mentally ill, then she's going to go out and she's going to seek drugs to self-medicate. So it's like a double, it's like can't win, you know? And these people, and seeing her like that on that video, you guys, I mean, I wanted to cry like I knew her in real life. I had chills all over my arms thinking about when I was like that. I thought about when my husband and me were both out of our minds. You know, my mother-in-law showed me a picture the other day of my husband when he was intubated because he had overdosed. And I thought of that picture, seeing my husband with that tube down his throat. And how close I've come to losing him to the disease of addiction. And so, I guess the reason why I'm even talking about this is because I want you guys to know that there is help available and you don't have to go on like that. And I pray that Amanda seeks help or takes the help that has been given to her. But I hear from Mark that she goes to treatment and then she leaves. And that she doesn't follow through. And that's the thing, you guys. Like, when it comes down to it, if she doesn't have the follow through behind it, then nothing's going to happen. You know? A lot has been going on YouTube today. I've seen, you know, that interview with Amanda. I saw another guy who has a channel who passed away from a drug overdose. You know, just so many people are struggling right now, you guys. It's hard times right now. And, you know, I'm struggling. You know, I'm not strong enough in my mental health to where I'm not having a hard time. But I'll tell you this. I will not pick up no matter what. And I'm going to be here for my son. And my son is what keeps me motivated. And so I want you guys to know that I'm going to be here for you. You guys promise you'll be here for me. And we can do this together. Okay, we can do this together. But if you want to see how people are affected that have the disease of addiction, Go over there and watch Mark's channel, Soft White Underbelly. It makes me never want to go do drugs again, ever. It makes me remember every bit of how awful it was. So I'm going to link his channel, and I'm going to link Joy's channel because she's done 2 videos on this young lady. So I know she's going to freak out when she sees the video with her too, because it's just fucking sad, y'all. So I love y'all, and I hope you have a good night. Please, you guys, stay sober. Don't pick up no matter what. And if you need me, just reach out.